Welcome to the Deep Dive, where your shortcut to getting really well informed. We dig through the sources so you don't have to.
And today, we're diving into something that feels like pure organized chaos sometimes. The roads in Vietnam.
Exactly. What's it really like driving or riding there? It's this image many people have, right?
It really is. And our source today, excerpts from Behind the Wheels in Vietnam, Expat Road Guide, gives us a fantastic, really practical look. It's more than just traffic.
Oh, definitely. It's like fundamental to daily life and culture there.
Yeah, understanding that rhythm, the unwritten rules, it's key.
So whether you're thinking about a quick visit, maybe a longer stay, or you're just curious about, life in Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City,
This deep dive is for you. We've got some surprising facts, some essential stuff you won't just pick up from a travel blog.
right? It's about feeling confident, knowing your options. The roads there are alive.
Absolutely. And speaking of navigating things smoothly,
Yeah.
sometimes that includes your tech, right?
Good point. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of the roads, a quick word from our sponsor.
Go ahead.
This deep dive is brought to you by ProCare Hanoi. They're the phone and laptop repair shop that the expat community really trusts.
Ah, yes. Super important when you're far from home.
Totally. Fast service, clear communication, honest advice. Basically everything you need when your tech decides to have a moment. ProCare Hanoi keeps your digital journey smooth.
That kind of reliable support is gold when you're living abroad, like a good mechanic, but for your phone. Keeps you connected.
It really does. And while we're talking support, this show, this deep dive, it's a passion project, a real labor of love.
Takes a lot of work behind the scene.
It does. So if you find value in what we do, maybe consider supporting the show. Buy me a coffee is super simple, just a way to say thanks.
Every little bit helps keep things running.
Honestly, every cup keeps me going. Just scan the QR code and the cover art. And a huge thank you to everyone who's already chipped in. You really are fueling this.
Yeah, massive thanks. Your support lets us keep digging into these topics and bringing you these insights. We appreciate it.
Okay, so Vietnam roads. There's one image that just screams Vietnam, right?
Oh, yeah. Gotta be the motorbike.
The motorbike, it's not just transport, it feels like a symbol.
Definitely. The source calls it the king of the road, and I mean, that's spot on. It's everywhere. It's speed, it's affordability, it's Vietnam on two wheels.
People talk about organized chaos. That term comes up all the time. What does that actually feel like when you're, in it, riding through Hanoi?
It honestly feels like surfing. You're moving with this massive flowing current of bikes.
Yeah.
And the stuff you see, it's legendary.
Like what? Give us some examples.
Well, 5 people on one bike, that's not even unusual. Whole families.
Wow.
Or massive loads. Wardrobes, big stacks of boxes, construction stuff, balanced perfectly. And yeah, the guide mentions golden retrievers and helmets.
No way. Golden retrievers.
Wearing helmets, it's just pure resourcefulness.
Yeah.
An incredible balance.
It sounds insane, but also kind of amazing. So what are the actual upsides? Why does everyone ride them?
Freedom, mostly. You can go anywhere, squeeze through traffic jams that leave cars standing still. And it's cheap, like really cheap.
Cheap, are we talking?
You can rent one for maybe $5 a day, 50 a month, something like that. Parking's easy, super cheap too. It's just the most practical way to get around the cities.
Okay, but there has to be a downside. All that chaos. It can't all be smooth surfing.
No, definitely not. The traffic is intense. It takes serious concentration, especially if you're new to it.
Right?
And the roads themselves, unpredictable. Potholes can appear overnight, especially after rain. Flooding happens. You need to be constantly scanning ahead.
And what about security? Leaving your bike somewhere.
Yeah. Theft is a real thing. You have to lock your bike. Always.
Yeah.
Good locks, maybe even 2. People will take them if they get the chance.
That's a serious heads up. Okay, you mentioned pure balance and Vietnamese grit. Tell us the fish tank story from the guide. That sounds wild.
Right. This is one of those things you hear and think, no way, but the source swears by it. Someone riding in Saigon, balancing a glass fish tank on the handlebars.
A glass fish tank.
Full of water.
Yeah.
And fish, no straps, nothing, just balance. Vietnamese grit, like the guide says.
Yeah.
It kind of sums up the whole road culture.
That's just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Okay, so for anyone brave enough to try riding, what are the key safety tips?
Number 1, helmet. A proper one. Not those thin plastic things that cost like $2. They do nothing.
Get a real helmet. What else?
Use Google Maps, but switch it to bike mode. It gives you better routes, more accurate times, avoids car-only roads. Lifesaver.
Okay, good tip.
And always have a rain poncho. Seriously. Cheap, small, but when those downpours hit, you'll be glad you have it.
Preparation is key, seems like. Now, legally, this is important. What's the deal for foreigners riding motorbikes? It's not straightforward, is it?
No, and this is critical. Technically, you need a Vietnamese driving license.
Not just my license from home or an international permit.
Well, you might see people using an international driver's permit or IDP, but here's the catch. If you have an accident and you only have an IDP, your travel insurance might refuse to pay out.
Whoa. Seriously?
Yeah, they might say you weren't legally licensed, and suddenly a small accident becomes a massive financial problem. It's a huge risk people often don't realize.
That is incredibly important to know. Voided insurance is a nightmare scenario.
Okay, so maybe riding yourself feels like a bit much for some people.
Understandable.
Thankfully, there's Grab, right, and other apps. The source calls them a godsend.
Oh, absolutely. Grab is basically the Uber of Southeast Asia. It's huge in Vietnam.
Yep.
Total game changer for getting around, especially for expats. It's pretty much essential.
What makes it so essential beyond just booking a ride?
Well, it's everywhere in the big cities. The price is fixed up front, so no haggling. GrabBike, the motorbike taxi option, is often way faster than a car in traffic.
Right, they can weave through. Exactly. And it's not just rides anymore. Food delivery, groceries, sending packages. Grab does pretty much everything now. It's like this all-in-one app.
Okay, super useful. Any tips for actually using Grab smoothly?
Yeah, a couple things. Always check the license plate matches the app before you get in or on.
Good safety tip.
And have some cash handy. Card payment works, but sometimes drivers prefer cash, especially outside the main tourist hubs.
Okay, what about communication? Language barrier?
Can be, yeah. Drivers might not speak much English. Learning a couple of basic phrases helps, like turn left, turn right, ko fai, or just use the chat in the app that has auto-translate, which is pretty decent.
Auto-translate is handy. Are there other apps like Grab competitors?
Yep. BoostCheck is a big local one. Gojek used to be. Goviet is popular too, especially for food. And there's a newer one, Zon SM.
Zon SM. What's that?
Electric taxis. It's Vietnam's EV taxi service.
Yeah.
They're super quiet, really smooth ride, kind of a premium feel, and obviously better for the environment, a different vibe.
Electric, quiet. Sounds like the total opposite of the usual city buzz. You mentioned unique experiences. Tell us the karaoke driver story. That sounds hilarious.
Oh, this one's great. An expat telling the story of their GrabBike ride from the airport into Tay Ho in Hanoi. The driver sang karaoke.
Saying karaoke while driving.
Into his Bluetooth helmet mic. For the whole trip, apparently got a 5-star rating. You just got these random, amazing moments.
That's fantastic. So, okay, so we've covered bikes, we've covered ride hailing. What about the big leap? Owning a car. Is that even realistic for an expat?
Possible. Yes. Practical? The source says it's a whole different ball game and not for everyone. That sums it up pretty well. It's definitely a niche thing for expats.
Why? I'm guessing cost is a big one.
Huge. Cars are ridiculously expensive because of import taxes. Like a $20,000 car elsewhere could easily be $35,000, maybe $40,000 in Vietnam.
Wow.
Plus, gas costs more than you might expect compared to, say, the U.S. And parking. Oh, man. Parking in the cities is an absolute nightmare. Expensive and hard to find.
Finding a spot in Ho Chi Minh City sounds challenging.
Massively. Often these multi-story bike parks with maybe a few car spots tucked away, costing a premium. It adds a layer of stress to just owning the thing.
So with all that hassle and cost, who does buy a car? When does it make sense?
The guide points to a few situations. Families, definitely. For the space, the safety, the AC, especially with kids.
Makes sense.
Also, if you plan on doing a lot of travel outside the main cities, long distances where maybe public transport isn't as great. And yeah, the comfort factor, air conditioning in the heat, staying dry, the downpours, a car provides that bubble.
Okay. And legally, what do you need? Same license issues as bikes.
You need a valid Vietnamese driver's license for a car too. Usually involves converting your home license or taking the local test.
And can foreigners actually own a car in their name?
Yes, they can, but you need the right residency papers, deal with the bureaucracy. Plus, there's mandatory annual registration and inspection. It's an ongoing commitment.
All right, so you jump through the hoops, you get the car. What's driving actually like then? Is it still that rhythm over rules thing?
Even more so, maybe. The guide's quote is perfect. Not about rules, it's about rhythm. Forget everything you know about strict lane discipline or who has right of way.
So red lights are suggestions.
Pretty much, sometimes, especially for right turns on red. Roundabouts are creative. Often the biggest vehicle just plows through. And lanes, the source says they're decorative at best. People use every inch of road. It's this constant flow, merging, anticipating.
Decorative at best. Love that. And there was that anecdote about driving outside the city, the Hajiang trip.
Oh yeah, that paints a picture. Driving Hanoi to Hajiang, the person said they counted more cows than traffic signs.
Tells you something.
And the kicker, they nearly drove off a cliff while avoiding a pig. Just highlights how unpredictable things can be, especially once you leave the urban areas. Constant vigilance needed.
Wow. Okay, so across bikes, Grab, cars, what's the distilled wisdom? The key takeaways from expats who've been doing this for years. How do you stay safe and, sane?
Okay, crucial points here. 1, always assume nobody sees you. Drive defensively. Expect the unexpected.
Good baseline.
2, honking isn't angry. It just means I'm here or coming through. It's communication, not road rage.
Got it. Don't take the honking personally.
Exactly. 3, buses. Be very aware of buses. The source warns they don't stop for anything. Give them space, lots of space.
Okay. Respect the bus.
And finally, this is a great one. Drive like a local, but think like a foreigner. Adapt to the flow, the rhythm, but don't push your own limits just because others are. Know your comfort zone.
Drive like a local. Think like a foreigner.
Oh.
That's really smart advice, applicable beyond just driving, probably. What about if the worst happens? A crash?
Okay, important protocol. Don't move your vehicle unless it's absolutely unsafe to stay put. Wait for the police.
Right, don't move.
And immediately take photos, lots of photos. The scene, the vehicles, the damage, everything. Documentation is key for insurance, for everything later.
Okay, solid advice. And apps. What should people definitely have on their phones?
Grab, obviously, for rides and deliveries. Google Maps is essential. And download the offline maps for Vietnam. Crucial if you lose signal.
Offline maps, good call.
And Zalo. It's the main messaging app in Vietnam, like their WhatsApp. Essential for contacting local services, bike rentals, pretty much anyone.
Zello. Okay. Got it. Wow. What a ride through Vietnam's road culture. Really does sound like just getting around is part of the adventure itself.
It absolutely is. You'll definitely come back with stories. Whether you're on a scooter feeling the city buzz or in a car watching it all unfold, it's immersion.
It is. Chaos and rhythm all mixed together.
A unique dance for sure. Teaches you a lot about adaptability, about reading situations.
And speaking of smooth rides,
Yeah.
when it's your tech that crashes, not you, remember ProCare Hanoi.
Good transition.
Trusted by expats since 2009. They'll get your phone or laptop sorted, keep you connected. They're in Tejo. Mention the deep dive if you drop by.
Definitely the place to go to keep your digital life on track.
So, as we wrap this up, here's something to chew on. We talked about adapting to this really unique traffic, this flow over rules. How might that connect to broader cultural immersion?
Interesting question.
Could learning to navigate that apparent chaos actually teach you something deeper? About patience maybe, observation, or seeing how order can kind of emerge from what looks like disorder?
That's a great point. It's more than just traffic skills, isn't it? It's potentially learning a different way of seeing how things work, how people coordinate almost intuitively. The roads as a classroom.
Exactly. A lesson in adaptability maybe. Okay, that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us.
Hope you feel a bit more prepped for the Vietnamese road experience.
Or at least entertained. Hope you feel more informed, more curious. Until next time, keep exploring.